The first round of the Eastern Conference playoffs. The Hawks have a battle ahead. Can they even the series at 2 games apiece? They know they can win, and now must rise to the occasion with millions of fans looking on as they square off against the Nets. Round 1 of the NBA playoffs continues.
It's Game 4 of the Eastern Conference quarterfinals. Glad you could join us today. This is Kevin Harlan, and joining me, former NBA players Greg Anthony and Richard Jefferson. And the award-winning David Aldridge is on our sideline. A look at Atlanta's opening lineup. In the post, it'll be Johnson and Okongwu. Reza Shea is out there with Trae Young. And it's Hawkins in at the 3. And for Brooklyn, down on the block, it's Johnson with Claxton. Then there's Cam Thomas. Then it's Saddiq Bey. And it's Jerome in at the 1 spot. Taking a look at Brooklyn, Greg, they have home court now. What do they need to do to take advantage of this opportunity?
And Kevin, these are the games where, I feel like you need to make big shots because the teams are close. 1 or 2 plays
first green I've ever seen him make. The rest of them been white going in.
That's why you have to value every possession.
Crazy. This whole series.
On outside, lets it go with the 3. Trains it from beyond the arc.
And defensively, you have to stay connected to Young at all times.
Outside Thomas. Pass to Bey. Here's Jerome. Here's Johnson. Back to Bey. Over in the corner, Claxton. Just 5 to shoot. Claxton sets the screen for Bey. That 3 off the mark. Atlanta's gone 1 or 2 from long range in the first quarter. Here's Dawkins. Young looking around. Pass to Dawkins. Jacks up a 3. A rebound by the Nets. With a short break in the action gives us a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge.
Thanks very much. Had a chance to talk with head coach Jordi Fernandez. Now, I talked with him about the challenges of guarding someone like Trae Young. Coach said, as soon as he crosses half court, you got to be on him. I told our guys, no separation. His defense will have to be very aggressive. Hope to stop Trae.
Yo, that's not how Trae Young playing in real life. He would have never took that up. He would have gave it to Big O.
Already they've missed 3 out of 4.
Come on, man.
Here's Jerome. He's guarded by Johnson. Johnson kicks to Bey. Back to Johnson. Here's Jerome. No good with the triple.
Just haven't found their offensive footing yet, only managing to sink 1 of their first 5 shots.
Young. A putback. It's good on the putback.
Go Trae selling ass again.
Into that one. He knew just where he wanted to be to grab that backboard.
Jerome passes to Claxton. Bounce pass, Thomas. Claxton sets the screen for Thomas.
Defense.
Pass to Claxton. The Nets need to get a shot off here. Johnson for 3. That one's no good. 0 of 1 to begin the game. Oh, and there's the alley-oop.
Yo, what?
Away. Here's Jerome. In the corner, Bey with it. Down low. And Claxton throws it down.
And that's just a good unselfish play by Bey. Terrific pass, hits his man right in rhythm so that he can attack.
Okongwu a screen. Young for 3. Buries the long-range jumper. Young's got 6.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from 3. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open.
Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively for sure.
And again, it's Atlanta.
And we tend to focus on the outside shooting with Young, but his in-between game is just as lethal.
And we got a timeout here called by Jordi Fernandez. Wants to regroup and go over the strategy. Harper, he's checked in for Brooklyn. And the Hawks making a change here as well. Dyson Daniels checked in for Rizachet. Harper with the ball. And it's Johnson picking him up.
The defense.
Johnson against Harper. Pass to Jerome.
Get stuck on the player.
6 to shoot. And Dawkins pulls it down. The Hawks leading by 6. Greg, they're in a rhythm offensively, really cooking.
And the opposition.
What an and one, Ralph. And why Big O didn't make
And
it?
it's Thomas with the ball.
It's
Brings it
small
up for
as
the
Cam
Brooklyn
Thomas.
Nets. Harper against Dawkins. Here's Jerome, and the 3 ball is good.
Trey, you just gonna have to guard that dude, cause now they just like abusing you now, taking you in the post. You just gotta stay on Thomas, man.
It looks so easy on offense. Like, who takes pleasure in torturing defenses? He does.
On the wing, Daniels. He's guarded by Harper. Dawkins against
Who's the
Thomas.
play for?
Johnson with a screen on top. Dawkins. And Dawkins slams it in.
And one step ahead of the defense with that solid screen.
And then Greg, the monster dunk to finish it off.
Well, great chemistry on display. He understood where to put the screen in order to free up his teammate.
How?
Shot goes in.
I'm in his face.
Thomas got his second basket of the night.
Oh, Thomas can be scary when he's getting points inside. That really rounds out his game.
Daniels passes to Dawkins. From outside,
Again.
off the mark. That's trailed by
Fast
3.
time.
To the middle. Johnson surveying the floor. Back to Harper. And too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation. And timeout is called by Quinn Snyder. He's ready to talk things through with the team. So both teams changing it up here. The Hawks leading by 3.
Dang. First grade because I'm missing
1:12
shots.
left here in the
First
opening
grade
quarter.
calling bullshit.
Pass to Dawkins. Fires for 3.
Look, every time it's slightly fast. I don't know what the fuck I'm doing and what I'm not doing, bro. Yeah, my controller fucking up.
Rebound, Brooklyn. They won their last game. That was Thursday night.
Yeah, and that one, their intensity on the offensive end was not matched by their opponent. That led to some easy buckets.
And on top of probably having
Now my controller delayed. God damn it, bro. Every time I go wireless, it make my controller delayed.
the better talent, they never let up. Great effort, great win.
Shot on the wing.
Well, I'm not setting my
Rebound by
feet.
Nurkic.
No doubt it's been a bit of a struggle for him here in this quarter in terms of scoring.
30 seconds left to play in the first quarter. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
And you don't ever want to get into the habit of letting the offense get to the rim.
The Nets making a
Right,
switch
never
here.
seen like
Watson's
the
checked
game.
in.
Everybody else make
For
white.
a star
And I'm the
like
only one that
him,
can't
you
make
get
white.
lots of opportunities
I
at the
gotta
line,
agree my
and
shot
he's
for the
great
win.
at cashing them in.
Pass to Daniel. 17 seconds left to play here in the first. And Sadiq Bey picks up the foul. That's his first foul. 16 seconds left in the first quarter.
Why are you doing it on that side?
Bey
I think
against
you do it on the other
Dawkins.
side.
4 on the clock. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
All the officials are all over that one.
Atlanta shooting their first free throws here for the night.
Well, probably a little draft in the arena tonight. He's the
Right.
last guy you expect to miss the mark by that much.
It's not often you see him fail to deliver at the line like this.
1 quarter in the books, and it's been a close one so far. The Hawks on top. They lead by 1.
If I could just get normal timing like on the console, I can make my shots, even my
And
free
we
throws.
welcome you back to Game
Like
4
playing on a
2K
PC is
Sports.
so it's
And what do you
slow
guys
as
think about the
shit when
Hawks
I'm
here
shooting.
in this one?
What we saw in that first quarter, they won their matchups defensively.
Making it as difficult as possible for the offense to find clean looks. Great stuff.
So with Johnson on the bench, here's the 5
You
for
gotta
Quinn
hold a
Snyder
button
right
for
now.
so damn long. Like even I go to controller settings, it's supposed to be on the same settings that I got it. Yeah, release. Like I don't understand how. Wait, it's back on. Oh, that's layup. All right. Man, put it on high risk reward, I guess.
They've got Dawkins. Daniels out there with Clint Capella. And it's Pumpkin in at the guard position.
Obviously, a mix-up defensively on that possession.
Pass to Daniels. Here's Buffkin. The Hawks need to get off a shot here. Rebounded by the Nets. Nurkic has got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Down low, here's Watson, and Watson slams it in.
And tough to miss his man that time. They really seeing the whole floor.
The Hawks trail by 3. Pass to Daniels. Here's Dawkins. Good work defensively by Bain. And so it's Watson who will bring it up for the Brooklyn Nets. They haven't allowed any points in the second quarter.
Those are chances almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the D just enough to keep him out of rhythm.
Here's Buffkin. Still scoreless. And Dawkins slams it in.
Man, I gotta take
You
what I can
gotta
get.
love
I'm
his
missing.
aggressiveness to finish inside.
Well, his leaping ability gives him a great advantage. Here's the screen. Fires the 3. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. 7 points in the game.
And after that ragged first quarter, they're getting
All these fadeaway threes they make.
some confidence. Nice play.
Launches a 3. Bangs home the trifecta.
The real.
I swear,
come
y'all,
at
I've been
us,
shooting it
we're
that
coming
same
right
way
back
every
at you.
time, and I feel like
Yeah, I
it
love the
just like
competitive
that.
fire right there. You drain a triple on us, and I'm coming for my revenge.
So both teams making some changes here. The Nets with the lead.
That's why I'm frustrated with the shooting. It's like, bro, I feel like I'm releasing the same exact way.
Holiday looking for an opening.
And how about the incredible timing on that alley-oop?
He absolutely hammered it down.
This is making it easy for them.
And here in the second quarter of action with a hair under 2.5 minutes played so far. And here's Daniels. Here's Riesenshain. Rebound by Nurkic. Nurkic has got his 5th rebound in this one. Outside Harper. Back to Holiday. Harper against Dawkins. Here's Nurkic, and he uses the glass on the layup. Nurkic has got the lead up to 5 now for Brooklyn.
And gotta like what they've been doing down low in the post.
Pass to Daniels.
Look how close he getting.
Here's Dawkins. He's guarded by Harper. Harper against Dawkins. Now here's Capella. And there's the shot clock violation. Didn't get the shot off in time. Some changes for Brooklyn. Nicholas Claxton comes in for Yusuf Nurkic. And Thomas subbed in for Aaron Holiday. Brooklyn leading by 5. From the line, another one falls.
Nice and damn, he just ain't himself because he hurt.
Don't fix it. They keep getting
He ain't
in the
playing
paint
no defense.
and continue to score consistently.
Here is Daniels. He's guarded by Harper. Now Daniels. He has yet to score. Capella with a screen on Harper. Daniels from outside. Misses that one. He's 0 for 1 from the floor.
63% energy, and Coach still got me in the game.
Thomas deciding where to go with it.
Can he run through these screens and none of that?
Outside Harper. Fires the three. Drills it from outside. And now a 10-point Nets lead.
They've settled into a
Brooklyn
nice
ain't
groove
missing.
offensively here in the second.
Johnson, he's checked in for Brooklyn. Jerome comes in for Peyton Watson.
Oh, man. Yeah, you could just send me out through the halftime, bro.
The Hawks trail by 9.
You always feel about 9.
Okongwu with a screen on Bay. And he makes good on the layup. Okongwu's now got his second basket of the night.
Yeah, they've raised their shooting percentage in this quarter, and they're starting to get on track.
I might have to put this game down because I'm frustrated as fuck with this shit.
Johnson against Johnson. Pass to Thomas.
Stunned me though.
6 on the shot clock. Over in the corner, Claxton. Johnson finds Thomas. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. They play the clock right. They go 2 for 1.
Just got to time it up right.
On the outside. The three-pointer, no good.
But Trae Young missing all his
Going to
threes.
drop. It looked good from here.
Here's Bay.
You got to
Foul, of course.
Bay always seems to be prepared to seize the moment whenever his number's called.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one. Bay hits them both.
Well, we came in game 1 blazing them. The rest of these
26
games we
seconds
feel
left in
like
the first
they
half.
just get past us and everything. No defense.
Young with the ball. He's got 16.
Here come that bullshit ass play they figure ready to call.
We've got 13 seconds left in the first half of the game. Shot clock at 5. Ricochet in the corner.
Yo,
Here's the three.
Ricochet had a
No good. And so it's Brooklyn. Ahead by 9 as the quarter comes to a close. Shooting the ball so well in this one. A great performance from the field. And don't go away. We'll be right back.
Thanks for joining our halftime broadcast here in Game 4, where it's been a strong start for the Brooklyn Nets.
You know, on the boards, they've been ferocious. They've been intimidating. Reminds me of watching Big Fella out there.
You know they're going to have some bruised elbows tonight. Thank you, Kenny. That was your first compliment in 3 years.
Two.
Looking at how the Nets are doing in this series, they know a win would give them a big advantage in the series and take them one step closer to a postseason upset.
It's hard not to love an underdog, and I'm not talking about our underdog. I'm talking about this underdog. EJ, check this out. No easy wins here in the postseason. They need to stay on their A game.
And the most important games are often the toughest games to close out, so we just have to wait and see what happens.
That we will. And that's all for us. Now it's time to send it back to Kevin Harlan for the beginning of the third quarter.
NBA playoff round 1. Thanks for joining us as we get back to the action on the court. It's been one outstanding game from Trae Young.
And with all the pressure he must have felt coming into this one, it didn't faze him one bit. Fantastic start.
His performance shows no sign of any nerves. Great job controlling your emotion.
Man, stop showing Trae, man. We ass, man.
Down on the block, it's Johnson with Claxton. Then it's Sadiq Bey. Then it's Thomas. And it's
Green.
Jerome in at the point. So that's the lineup for Brooklyn.
Shocking that he just bricked that one. The defense got real lucky there.
Dawkins kicks to Young. Johnson sends the screen for Young from past
Great.
the arc. Hits it from
Surprising
three-point
made.
range. Young's got 19 points.
I ain't happy till we win this damn game. Tie the series up.
Ability to spare. Trae Young is getting loose tonight.
And play stops. Whistle on what looks to be an illegal screen.
When a pick like that is questionable and creates that much of an advantage for the offense, you have to blow the whistle.
You gotta blow the whistle when it's that obvious. Great call there by the official.
Trash ass bro.
Over to the wing. Here's Reza Shea. Thomas covering. To the left wing. Here's Dawkins into the lane. Banked in off the glass.
And one, ref.
Dawkins
we can't get fouls, though.
Points.
Ain't no way they... I hate 2K do their game like that. They stop your animation when somebody come over there. That's a foul then. You got to call the foul if you're going to stop my animation.
As we play it over a minute here in the third. To the inside. Claxton. Can't cash in from close range. The Hawks trail by 4.
Should have shot this shit.
Here's Dawkins. He's got 9. Young with no one around. Off target from three-point range.
I couldn't do a putback, bro.
Ripped away. Dawkins, the pass to Okongwu.
Right here, big old. Right here.
To the
You
wing.
Get up, man.
Dawkins against Bay. They get the rebound. Here's Reza
Let's go, Reza Shea.
Gets the three-pointer to fall. Reza Shea's got his second basket of the game.
I'll tell you, they're right in this. We'll see if they can maintain momentum.
Things are firing on all cylinders for them right now.
We might got to sit Dyson Daniels out completely until he get back healthy. We probably just got to put Kobe in his place. But when he in the game, he just moves slow and everything. It say he's supposed to be out for 2 weeks, but they still playing.
Thomas passes to Jerome. Inside, bounce pass from Bay. Outside Thomas. Sinks the three-pointer. He's got 12.
Look, they are in front right now because of him. He keeps draining these shots at a ridiculous clip.
Young outside. Johnson the screen. To the paint. Pass to Dawkins. Lobbed up there for Johnson.
Oh, just a picture-perfect alley-oop. You gotta love that one, Kevin.
A little surprised, Craig. He didn't go for the big slam, but it works just the same.
Is he tired? Yeah, that's why he's 61%
passes
still in the
to
game.
Johnson. Outside Thomas. Here's Jerome. 6 points for him. 6 to shoot. Back to Thomas. The tray. Rebound Atlanta. Johnson's got his
get Jalen out the game.
And they have been cold coming out
Damn,
of the break.
bro, he get tired.
One of
Still
their
got him
first
in.
4 shots to drop this half. Gotta pick it up.
To the inside. Young outside for the lead. Bay pulls it in. Bay's got 6 rebounds here tonight. Pass to Thomas. It's
I don't even know how he got ass, bro.
10 attempts.
Yeah, Thomas is overwhelming the defense with his energy, just attacking over and over again.
And so Young will bring it up for Atlanta. Here's Murray Boyd. Just over 3.5 minutes through the third quarter of play now. Count that one, and the Nets' lead has been cut down to 1 in the bucket from Dawkins.
Rate of baskets assisted, it's a stat I really like. It tells the story of how well you are playing team offense.
They set the screen. There's Thomas at the 3. That doesn't go either.
And now I'm hurt. Oh, my God,
Timeout
bro.
called by Quinn
Oh,
Snyder.
man.
Wants to talk some things over. Might be seeing some things to adjust. Daniels, he's checked in for Atlanta.
Now I'm hurt. Trying to help defend, man. This series over with, bro. We finna get. They finna win this
by
series.
6. On the court for Atlanta. The front court is Reza Shea and Johnson. Young is out there with Dawkins. And it's Okongwu in at the 5.
This is the kind of range Thomas has, which is why you must get out on him immediately.
Here's Young.
Yeah, Young ain't making shit.
Oh, I can see.
Yo, coach, get me out the game, bro. I'm not finna play hurt, bro. Yeah, put him in. I don't give a damn. Don't put me back in the game, bro.
Some miscommunication on defense there very clearly. They were super fortunate it didn't torch them with that mistake.
Jerome passes to Bay.
Not finna play moving the damn slow.
Nets passing it around. Claxton sets the screen for Tanks. And the Nets another.
All right, y'all. That's the end of the video.